Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's DIMPLEZ News with the latest news. Please remember to smash that like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. So, HIV is on the rise in Jamaica. It is spreading like wildfire, especially in young people. So, in Jamaica, it's estimated that around 32,000 people are living with HIV, and that is the estimated number, because remember, you have thousands of people who don't know their status. They've never done an HIV test before, and they've never done an STI or STD test before, so they don't know where they stand. I'm going to play a clip of the primetime news.
Despite best efforts to stop the spread of HIV, health officials are pointing to an increase in the transmission rate in certain parishes. The disclosure comes as Jamaica joins the world in celebrating World AIDS Day. Jamela Pullen has our story.
The parish of Westmoreland is not only facing a crime problem, but the Ministry of Health is reporting a marked increase in HIV cases. According to data, the parish has a 38.1% transmission rate, followed by Trelawney with 37%, St. Anne 34.5%, and St. James 33.5%. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is concerned.
So Westmoreland, Trelawney, and St. Anne are parishes that are on our radar as parishes that have the highest level of transmission. We also have seen and continue to see a sort of younger age group.
Wow. 38%, 37%, 34%, 33%. That's a lot. That is, yeah, that's getting out of hand. So HIV is a virus that weakens your immune system, and AIDS is a condition that can happen as a result of an HIV infection when your immune system is severely weakened. Right? So AIDS is the late stage of HIV. So if you have HIV and it is untreated for a number of years, then it can turn into AIDS, right? So get tested, guys. Know your status. Both you and your partner get tested. It is important. And practice safe sex. Use a condom every time.
Nobody now gonna talk about the HIV problem, my girl. I'm gonna see that me see it for you, but I don't see it enough. It's supposed to be viral. People have to get serious and talk about it, and let's come together and spread awareness of HIV, because it's going bad. And not just Jamaica alone, you know, all over. Because you see, true, we live in this world where the internet and everybody just meet people, and people just meet up with people, and people don't know people from nowhere. It'll get one way. We have to take this HIV thing serious, because we don't know. All of a sudden, HIV has spread all over the world, and especially in our little tiny country, Jamaica. Jamaica, full of HIV. Wanna be careful. Yeah,
The HIV transmission rate in Jamaica right now high. Yes, Mr. Transmission. I'm not talk shalom transmission. People, HIV has spread left, right, and center. It a run rampant. It has spread like wildfire. Me the things say you're my little brethren who live in a St. James alone, who find out 3 weeks now say him have HIV, and him don't know how to break it to him wife. St. James, Chilani, Westmoreland, and St. Anne's. These parishes are oversaturated or populated with HIV. Westmoreland at 38%, Chilani at 37%, St. Anne at 34%, St. James 33%. Man them put rubbers on a willy. Females them protect on yourself. Make sure say boy wear a condom. Please.
And the next video that I'm going to play is one from Coco the Tick, and she's going to touch on the reason she think the numbers are climbing, and she touched on some strong points. Let's take a listen.
So, me just there sit down and pray something. Me just there sit down and pray how HIV has spread in a western part of Jamaica, and a part of why I think HIV is spreading in that side of Jamaica. Right, I'm gonna give you reasons why I think that is happening, and yeah. So number one, lack of knowledge, right? I think a lot of Jamaicans, especially, do not understand what HIV is, how you can catch it, and who catch HIV. Because people look upon people like street walkers that work on the road and say, oh, she probably have HIV. But really and truly, a person that is so decent in a them job is a person who have it, right? So Jamaicans are so judgmental and uneducated to the point where they think that it's only certain people should have HIV. Only certain people should have HIV. For example, if somebody loses weight, or what AIDS them have. It's so uneducated, and it shows me that you lack knowledge, and the list goes on. Anybody can catch HIV. Anybody can catch HIV, and I really blame the medical system in Jamaica and the Ministry of Health for not educating people enough. I think they can do better. I honestly think Ministry of Health can do better when it comes on to HIV and AIDS and even other STDs, because there are so much STDs that even you don't even see like much doctors that talk about here. When you go foreign, like you will get tested for some STD and it's not really known here. Like people don't really know about it here, but it exists and it's very common, in especially young people spaces. So I honestly think that knowledge and the Ministry of Health can do better with educating people about HIV and who can catch HIV. Well, everybody can catch it as long as you're having unprotected sex, and the importance of using condom, because what I noticed with Jamaican men is that they don't like to use condom. These days I don't really like have Jamaican men that I really like hook up with or do anything with, but Jamaican men really don't like to use condom. They will literally have raw sex with you every time if you let them. If you're careless enough, Jamaican men will if you raw without condom. And they're not the type to want to go to the doctor. They're not the type to be open-minded to want to go to the doctor. You start to mention doctors to a Jamaican man, and next thing you know, him start to say, why you talk about doctor? Why is it that you want to do this? Something is wrong with you. Instead of them thinking that you're being careful, they start to criminalize you. So you see, ignorance and education is a part of why I feel like, HIV is spreading. Yeah, ignorance and education. Another thing too, tourism. Yeah, tourism. So if you notice, part where it's spreading is like St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, Westmoreland, tourism. So what happened is that these parts of Jamaica is basically where more tourists go, right? And sad to say this, but a lot of people are so frightened for Americans and overseas tourists overall. And so I don't know if I'm money no want or what, but it's regular. I see videos with man the pan rap. I show them raw peng in a woman, foreign woman. Or if you understand say it's full of, especially America. Disease full of America. Me not sleep with American man unless they got a doctor. Our first date, it's always the first date. Any American man who ever date, it's always the first date. The doctor, the clinic. Like, only if you understand, a lot of them women here come here, they can have stuff, right? A lot of them man here come here, them can have stuff too. And another part of why I think it's so spreading is because of homosexuality, right? And to be specific, down low homosexuality. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of down low men is in Jamaica, a lot of bisexual men is in Jamaica, And just out of them being bisexual and dolo, they're not so educated on what really goes on in the gay community, which HIV is very common in the gay community. A lot of the reason why HIV is spreading like crazy is because a lot of Jamaican men are dolo and a lot of us women don't know. So yeah, they're sleeping with other men and they're catching HIV, which HIV is very common in the gay community. And no disrespect to my fellow, gay friends or people that I know that are gay, but I actually hear this from gay friends all the time that, it's very common and some of them take PrEP and stuff like that. A lot of Jamaican men are very much down low and they're hiding it and they're sleeping with women. They're not being straight up about their sexuality. And whenever men sleep with men, them easy to catch like chlamydia and HIV, because really and truly, like, I come out to your anus, easy to tear, so your rectum, easy for tear. So that is how a lot of gay guys, I think, have it more than even straight people. But really and truly, I think this is what is really happening. Now, why me come up to this conclusion is because if you check out certain parts of America that have HIV the most, you realize that it's like gay communities or it's gay places where gay stuff is mostly free, right? Like Atlanta is full up of HIV, right? Atlanta full up of AIDS, right? Houston, Texas started full up of HIV and AIDS, and you find a lot of don't know man live in Texas, right? The other day one transgender girl exposed a lot of man where they were at Texas and stuff like that. So you find say part where a lot of down low men live, wherever a lot of down low gay men is, or men are undercover gay, always are gonna have HIV and AIDS. And it's a reality where a lot of Jamaicans will not accept, because Jamaicans are so homophobic and they never want to believe that, well, too much gay men or undercover gay men live in Jamaica. A lot of undercover gay men in Jamaica are actually paid for gay too. It's guys that are not necessarily gay, but if them get the right money, they will sleep with a man. If they, and some of them too are gay for pleasure, but I find that Jamaica have a lot of gay for paid men who sleep with men because of the sake of money, and just for the sake of sweets, so these are basically the reasons why I think HIV/AIDS is spreading and going crazy in western side of Jamaica. I may get backlash for this, but I mean, all I can say to people is that please make sure that you use a condom. If you don't know somebody's status, please make sure that you go to the clinic. I believe the 6-month thing is total nonsense. To wait 6 months for do test is just foolishness, right? Do your test every month if you're promiscuous. If you're not, just keep yourself to yourself and just use a condom. And if you have a partner that you like and you really want to go unprotected with them, you and them can always go to doctor. If they refuse to go to doctor, do not trust them. Do not continue having no relationship with them. They are hiding something, okay? And also, another thing I want to say to is that the medical system and the health Ministry of Health are so backwards. Because why is it that people should wait 6 months to do HIV tests and even other tests, and they don't educate people enough about STI-9? It's not HIV test alone enough to do STI-9 and HIV, because there are other deadly STIs and STDs out there that can actually harm you in many, many ways. You understand? So me feel like say the 6 months is too long to wait, and the 3 months, especially if you're promiscuous and you have a lot of partners, you need to do your test regularly, like really often, if you're promiscuous, because people do what they want to do. People are adult. If you want to sleep with a lot of people, that is your business. I can't tell you what to do, right? It's not healthy. It is very, very risky. It is not something good to do, but make sure say do your test regularly. The 6 months too long to wait, and make sure that you use a condom. Make sure that you use a condom. Okay? All right, take care. Hey guys.
And there you have it, guys. Get tested. Know your status. Use a condom every time. Practice safe sex. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.